What have we done to deserve this? Nnamdi's voice trembled as he watched his wife collapse in tears at the doctor's words. The doctor has just confirmed their worst fear, another miscarriage. But this time, it didn't feel natural. Something was wrong. This was the second miscarriage. The weight of loss bore heavily on them. But little did they know, their tragedy was not of natural causes. Nnamdi's story began in Nnewi, a town known for its resourceful traders and wealth builders. But for Nnamdi's family, wealth was a distant dream. His father passed away in an accident when Nnamdi was just 5 years old. Obioma, his mother, became the family's sole breadwinner. Obioma sold vegetables in the market. She wakes up before dawn to ensure her children get prepared for school. "Nnamdi, hold your brother's hand," she would say as she walked them to school. She believed education was the only escape from poverty. By the time Nnamdi was 18, he had completed secondary school, but there was no means to further his education. His family barely had enough to eat, let alone pay for university. Determined to change his family fortune, Nnamdi decided to leave Nnewi for Lagos in search of a better life. His mother was worried. "Lagos is not easy, my son," she warned. "But if you must go, remember where you come from." She gave him 7,000 naira from selling the family's last goods, and so he boarded a bus to the bustling city. Life in Lagos was harsh. Nnamdi squatted with a distant cousin who worked as a shoemaker. To make ends meet, he hugged sachet water under the scorching sun. Day after day, he dreamt of something bigger. One day, while hawking at a busy junction, Nnamdi saw an accident. A man in an expensive car was trapped, and bystanders were afraid to help. People were making videos. Some were wailing, "Oh, he is already dead." Without hesitation, Nnamdi rushed to pull the man out of the car. Luckily for him, he was still breathing. People were amazed at Nnamdi's confidence. The man, Chukwudi, was rushed to the hospital for treatment. Chukwudi turned out to be a wealthy trader. "Thank you for saving my life. I owe you everything." Chukwudi offered Nnamdi a large amount of money, but he declined and told Chukwudi to teach him how to trade in his business line. Still grateful for Nnamdi's bravery, he offered him a job as an apprentice in his electronics shop at Alaba Market. Nnamdi worked tirelessly for 3 years. He learned the trade and earned the trust of his boss. During his graduation ceremony, Chukwudi gave him the sum of 500,000 naira and a shop filled with electronics. He also prayed for Chukwudi to have a business growth. Over time, Nnamdi's business flourished. He reinvested his profit and expanded his shop and became a major supplier in the market. At 30, Nnamdi returned to Nnewi, not as the poor boy who left, but as a successful businessman. He built a house for his mother and made her the owner of a big provision store. He met Adanna, a school teacher known for her intelligence and kindness. He married Adanna, and their wedding was the talk of the town, and everyone admired their love for each other. He returned to Lagos with his beautiful wife Adanna. A year after their wedding, Adanna became pregnant and their joy knew no bound. Nnamdi vowed to provide the best life for his wife and his unborn child. It was the festive season, so they decided to spend Christmas in Nnewi to share their joy with their families. When they got to the village, he bought gifts for his mother and relative. Nnamdi visited his father's only brother, Uncle Okafor, an older man who lives alone in a small house. Nnamdi bought bags of rice, yam, and palm oil as gifts. Uncle Okafor's eyes lit up when he saw these items. Nnamdi, my son, you have remembered me again. May God bless you. Uncle Okafor exclaimed, patting Nnamdi on his back. They sat together, laughing and talking about life in Lagos. Uncle Okafor was fascinated by Nnamdi's stories of the city. Ezioku, really? Uncle Okafor would ask, his eyes wide with amazement. They ended the visit with warm embrace, and Nnamdi promised to visit again soon. When Adanna and Nnamdi returned to Lagos, Adanna experienced severe cramps and bleeding. At the hospital, the doctor delivered the heartbreaking news: she had lost her baby. Adanna was inconsolable. Why, Nnamdi? Why did this happen to us? Nnamdi comforted her, hiding his pain. He assured her that they would try again. Months later, Adanna became pregnant again. This time, they were extra cautious. She followed all the doctor's instructions carefully. She ate well, rested, and avoided stress. But strange things began to happen. Adanna had recurring nightmares of an old man chasing her. By the 6th month, she suffered another miscarriage. Nnamdi called his mother and told her all that happened. She suggested they seek prayers from a powerful pastor. Desperate for answers, they agreed. During the prayer section, the pastor stopped midway and said, "There is someone close to your family, someone you trust who is behind your pain." Adanna was shocked. Who would want to harm us? Nnamdi's heart sank. He couldn't believe anyone in his family would do such a thing. Nnamdi and Adanna sat confused in their living room, putting one or two together, trying to figure out who is behind the misfortune. Nnamdi and Adanna fasted and prayed for more revelations. Finally, during another section, the pastor mentioned Uncle Okafor's name. The pastor continued, "He went to a herbalist out of jealousy." "No, this cannot be," Nnamdi exclaimed. Adanna looked at him, her eyes filled with disbelief. "But he is always kind to us." The pastor frowned. Not all smiles are genuine. Armed with this revelation, Nnamdi and his pastor traveled to Nnewi. He stormed into his uncle's compound. "Mazi Okafor," he shouted, "what have you done to my family?" Okafor looked up from his wooden stool. I don't know what you mean," he stammered. "You cursed my wife because of your jealousy," Nnamdi accused, his voice trembling with anger. Uncle Okafor denied everything, but when faced with the pastor's revelation, he confessed. "Nnamdi," he began, his voice trembling, I only wanted to teach you a lesson for showing off your success. I didn't mean for things to go this far." Nnamdi's anger boiled over. "You call this a lesson? You made my wife lose our children. How could you?" The villagers gathered, whispering among themselves. Immediately, Uncle Okafor fell to the ground. He was struck with partial stroke for revealing the truth. The herbalist had warned him not to confess. Filled with anger, Nnamdi and the pastor left Nnewi for Lagos. With the help of their pastor, Nnamdi and Adanna underwent intense prayer and deliverance section. The curse was broken and peace returned to their lives. A year later, Adanna gave birth to a healthy baby boy. Nnamdi called his mother to inform her of the good news. She told him that Uncle Okafor has just passed away. As Nnamdi held his son in his hands, he whispered, "No weapon formed against us will ever prosper." Adanna smiled, her heart finally at peace. This story is a reminder that when traveling this Christmas to visit relatives, remember that not everyone may celebrate your success with genuine joy. Be humble in your approach and generous within your means. And be careful with what you share about your accomplishments. Always prioritize safety, as envy can lead to unexpected harm. Show kindness and gratitude, but also be prayerful and spiritually vigilant, and trust in God's divine protection to guide you throughout this festive season. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, share your thoughts with me in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel till I bring another story your way. Bye for now.